Alyssa, is you homeless? Do you need somewhere to live? Give her a shelter. Give her a shelter. Where them people at? Where is the people at? You know them people that's supposed to be experts? Those people, where they at? Dr. Pepper, Pastor Cal, Dr. Viviana, come to the front. Come, pull up a chair, sit down. What y'all doing? Because it's not experting. Child, they need y'all. Okay, they definitely need y'all out there and y'all not doing absolutely nothing. I'm going to need y'all to step in and do something. Anything. Get off the Twitter, get off the Instagram, get off the Facebook, and do your job. Okay? You promoting, we get it. We get it. But you got people who got married at first sight who need your help because, as they would say, they put their trust in you. And y'all is letting them down 110%, okay? Child, let's get into this review. So basically, the episode opens up and, you know, we have poor Chris, okay? Just poor Chris at this point. Just sitting there, talking about something. Alyssa won't talk to him, won't be by him. She want him to act husbandly, but for some reason, she don't want to act wifely, okay? She doing everything she could to get out of being a wife, obviously. Alyssa is over here talking about some, it's another day in paradise. I'm just trying to keep my head up. Oh my goodness. She just gets on my nerves. She irks me, okay? Talk about something, I'm just trying to stay in the game. It's not a game. It's not a game. You would like to think it is, but it's not. Okay. Let's keep going. So, Lindsey and Mark, pretty much after they had their big blow up, literally an hour later, and a whole hour later, like, why even go through all of this, okay? They made up. They talked about it. They went upstairs. And they said, you know what? That's all this can mean. Like, literally, that's all this can mean. So now Lindsey and Mark are getting ready to have breakfast. Now, this is the thing. Lindsey says that she feels as though her and Mark communication is really good. They're still getting to know each other. And I'm just like, no, it's not good. What's happening is he's just going to go with whatever you're saying, even though he feels some type of way. Because there's no way he just got over it that fast. He's just going with it because he doesn't want to argue with you. The communication is not getting better. I promise you it's not. I just promise you it's not. Because as soon as Mark turns around, he's going to go talk about you to everyone else about how you keep jumping out the window. Okay. So now they finally getting into like these whole little conversation about like religion and things like that because they done said a prayer, okay? We all going to need a prayer. Alyssa, you better pray. You better pray because I'm about to drag you. Okay, but anyway... he wants to know, like, you know, is she traditional? Does she want to bring her children up in the church? Things like that. And she's basically like, I just want them to have a good community. And when they get old enough to make their own decisions about whether or not they want to, you know, stay in the church or leave the church, that's up to them. They'll respect, she'll respect that. Mark, on the other hand, said nothing. So we don't know where Mark stands. But like I said before, he's going to go with whatever she goes with just to keep her quiet. Because, like, I'm pretty sure he's religious. Because, like, he brought it up and he grabbed her hand to say a prayer. So that means something to him. Just saying. So they start talking about how many kids they want. And Lindsey is freaking, she's crazy. She can't do 3. She cannot do 3. She can do 1. She can do 2. She definitely won about 2. Maybe 4, but not 3. Girl, you know you got to get to 3 to get to 4. What's wrong with her, y'all? I just be sitting here wondering, like, what's going on in her brain because... Oh, Lord, I think she rode the bus. She had to ride that yellow bus. I'm sure she rode the yellow bus. So they just make a pact at this point. If they have twins, they done, okay? If they don't have twins and they have 2, they got to at least shoot for 4 if they going to have more. I don't know, y'all. It's confusing. I'm confused, but whatever. So now Olajuwon and Katina are going to go ride some horses. Y'all, they about to ride horses. So while they riding these horses, Katina's uncomfortable on the horse, okay? She never rode a horse before. It's going a little fast. She like, slow down, horse, slow down. I'm going to tell her to slow down. He like, it knows what it's doing, okay? It knows what it's doing. Just listen. Just listen. You're not the first person to ride it. You won't be the last person to ride it. The people be riding this horse for fun, okay? And I'm just sitting here like, okay, we get it. We get it, Olajuwon. We get it. But you need to calm down. She's never done this before. It's not like she's not even trying. She's trying and you're doing the most for no reason. Cut the girl some slack. Like, why are you being so extra? Like, I'm gonna need him to take a chill pill. The pill that he need to take is a chill one. That's the one, okay? She already said that she's been out of her comfort zone ever since she got with him, but she's, willing to do this stuff for him. So I'm gonna need him to appreciate it and stop doing the most. Now I'm just confused because he's sitting there talking about something. He won't stop living his life. He's adventurous. He not going to be with nobody who not adventurous. Olajuwon, y'all riding some horses. And she's riding a horse with you. It's not like she's not riding a horse, okay? You could get Alyssa and she could be like, I don't want to swim with him. I don't want to touch him. I don't want to be by him. No. Homegirl on a horse. So what are you talking about? These people are crazy. Where's the experts? Experts? Dr. Pepper? Pastor Cal? Dr. Viviana, y'all out there? Child, where y'all at? Where y'all at home on Twitter? Okay. Now it's his business to push her and push her when she's uncomfortable. If you're uncomfortable, I'm just gonna push you and push you. So because you don't want to stop. You don't need to stop. You need to just go and go and go. Child, now if she would have flew off that daggone horse and hurt her arm or her head, and then you would have been sitting there like, oh no, why you didn't say anything? I'm so sorry. You okay? You okay? Because you over here pushing her. All she wants you to do is slow down a little bit, Olajuwon. Slow down a little bit. You gonna tell that girl she being dramatic. You are on a horse, not a little pony, a whole horse. Some horses is big. I'm not doing this with Olajuwon today. Talk about he pushing people. Nobody married you to push them. Get out of my face. This is the thing. Olajuwon does not listen to Katina whatsoever. Katina is basically trying to tell him, like, listen, I need you to listen to me when I'm trying to tell you that my nerves are bad, okay? Like, I'm explaining to you that I'm uncomfortable, okay? And I don't want you to keep pushing me and keep pushing me. Like, I'm up on this horse, I'm riding this horse, and that's good enough for right now, okay? I don't care about your logic and all that other stuff. I took the biggest leap of all, and that was to get on this horse. So at least you could do is listen to my concerns when I ask you to slow down and stop pushing me. If there's a right time to push me and there's a wrong time to push me. And pushing me right now while I'm on a horse is not it. So Noe and Steve are like at this cute little waterfall thingy, and they're trying to get to the little pool to go swim. So they gotta go a little rock climbing, a little tree climbing, just to get to the little pool or whatever. I think it's so cute. I think they are so adorable together, and I really want this couple to make it. I just need for him to get a job. That's all. That's all I need from you, being like Steve, okay, is to get a job so that you can take care of your family if y'all decide to have one, because y'all are definitely a cute couple, and I can see y'all working. I don't understand why Steve is talking about he's a little disappointed that she's, uncomfortable a little bit with like just jumping into water. Like, Steve, it's not that serious. I'm tired of these men, okay? I'm tired of these people. Well, Steve, why are you disappointed? Y'all really be acting like these girls is not even trying. She's definitely getting in the water. She definitely was riding a horse, but yet and still y'all over here disappointed. Make it make sense. It's not making sense, but okay. Watching, Steve try to help her float is so beautiful. The way he's like trying to hold her up, it was so peaceful. It was so cute. It was like just giving me like butterflies. I'm like, oh, I want to do that. It was so cute, okay? But at one point, I'm like, yo, homegirl, he gonna let her go and she gonna sink. So I hope you can swim, Noe, because I can't, and I can't save you, sis. So I hope you can swim, because as soon as he lets you go, sis, you gonna sink. But she kind of did like, tumble a little bit, child. I said, whoo, my life flashed before my eyes for her, okay? But it was cute, she was rescued, he rescued her, or whatever the case may be. Watching them just sit there and, giggle and laugh at the fish attacking Steve is so funny, okay? Like, they just keep biting me, they keep biting me. She's like, ow. And then they start making out, and he's holding her, and I'm like, this is like a love story in a making. Like, I can see them on couple cam. Just get a job. Steve, just get a job. And then I can root for you 110%, okay? Get a job. But I'm not going to lie to y'all. The whole time I was sitting here watching this scene, I was sitting here like, let me see his tattoo. Let me see the tattoo. Because I just need to see it. And I wanted to see if production was going to try to hide it. And at one point, it looked like they was trying to hide it, but they couldn't hide it because it's big and it's right there, okay? So we got to see the lion that Alyssa was talking about, okay, when she said that, her psychic said that her husband was husband was going to have a lion tattoo. I'm sorry, an eagle tattoo, because they tried to cover it on up, telling Steve not to even take off his shirt. He took off his shirt. Okay, Alyssa, you better go find your own man for no way beat you up. I'm just saying. So y'all, as soon as Alyssa is Chris' name pop up on the screen, I instantly get aggravated because I know I'm about to have a fit. I know I'm getting ready to go into a rant. I know I'm getting ready to, like, you know, just go off on Alyssa. And it never fails. It never disappoints me. Like, this girl, for the life of me, just cannot get her life together. Okay? And I'm going to need Chris to just get his life together and leave this daggone girl alone. So apparently, Pastor Kyle telling us that the experts and him have been monitoring the situation with Alyssa and Chris closely. I don't need y'all to monitor. I need y'all to intervene. I need y'all to step in, not monitor. So they want to set them up to do something where they ain't really got to be close to each other, because she could be on one side of the net and he could be on another side of the net. And that's tennis. Child, like, we don't need to come and make up activities for them to do just so Alyssa could be on TV. At this point, either you going to film with the man or you not. We're not about to pick and choose what y'all going to do when y'all have so many things that y'all could do, like get to know each other. Okay? Chris says he's ready to do whatever it takes to make it work, even if it ultimately doesn't. Like, it's not going to work, Chris. She already made it very clear it's not going to work. I don't even know why you're trying to hold on to this little piece of hope that you want to have. Just let it go, okay? She out there in her flip-flops playing tennis. Then she take off them daggone flip-flops with her big old feet, okay? Them feet are big, okay? I'm coming for you, Alyssa. Yes, I'm coming for you and your big feet. Yep. So now Chris is telling us, like, Lord, he's trying to convince us that she's a fun-loving person. And I'm like, where, okay? Well, he's talking about I just, you know, she's so funny. She's so loving. And I was like, Chris, how do you know this? The same way that she know that you're an a-hole and she don't like you? Okay, cool. This is the problem, okay? So he like, you having fun? And she like, I mean, it's a little bit hot out or whatever. And he's like, so you want to chill out? You want to sit down and talk? She's like, sure. Instantly regretting the fact that she said it was hot out. Like, sis just sitting there like, damn, I should have just said I'm having fun and keep playing tennis, because now I got to sit down and talk to this man. And we know she don't want to sit down and talk to this man. She comes and they sit down on this little red bench, okay? The bench is this big, okay? Chris is sitting right here and she literally on the edge, okay? Homegirl not even on the full bench, like one leg on, one leg off. She cannot even get close to this man on this little bench. I'm just like, oh my God, this girl drives me crazy. So Chris asked her, like, listen, so I know we got to move into the apartment together. So, like, what's your thoughts? She's like, I don't feel comfortable moving into the apartment with you. Send her home. Send her home. Send her home. She gets annoyed and she's like, I want to stop for 1 second, because he said he just already know that he was committed to this process. Now she wants to bring up, like, you making it seem like I'm not committed, because you're not. They literally have to restructure the process for you guys so that y'all can at least film together and put y'all on a tennis court where you over here and he over there. Alyssa, you're not committed to the process. Because if you was committed to the process, you wouldn't have been crying and yelling, don't bring him by me. Don't bring him by me. Child, we already saw the clip of him saying that you wouldn't even want to sit with him on a plane. You didn't even want to say I do when officiant had to sign a marriage license. So I'm going to need you to cut the BS with this, I'm committed. No, you're not. You're lying to yourself and you think you're going to get over to us? You think you're going to get over on us? Absolutely F not. You got the nerve. I just want to stop you right there. Stop you right there for what? For what? Because now he's what? He's lying? Is he lying? Because it's not looking like lies to me. She starts talking about how the other couples are going to be in the apartment and they're going to be doing stuff together and they're going to be filming together, and she feels like she got robbed of this experience. First of all, sis, it's not an experience, okay? It's not an experience. It's a marriage. Those couples are going to be living in the apartments with their husbands and their wives, getting to know each other, building relationships, building bonds, and then sometimes they're going to do group stuff together. So what about this are you not getting? Do you really think this is a girls' trip? Do you think that you're supposed to go hang out with the girls? She tries to tell him, like, I don't think you're understanding my point. We both want to live in this apartment, but because we don't want to live in this apartment together, no, you don't want to live in an apartment with him, because he just said he don't mind living in an apartment with you, whether y'all friends, dating, or whatever. Okay, so be very clear, it's you who don't want to live in the apartment with him. Which, by the way, there's 2 bedrooms and then you get your own room. Even you can't even be a roommate with this man. He discussed you this much, you can't even be a roommate with this man. Girl, get her off my screen because I'm ready to jump through and drag her, like literally by the hair. So this is the thing. This is the thing. Ha 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 ha. She basically wants him not to move in the apartment so she can move in the apartment. And he's like, no, I'm going to move in the apartment and you're more than welcome to move in too. But I don't want to move into the apartment. Well, then sis, I don't know what to tell you because I'm moving in and you can move in too. And that's all I got to say. Chris is like sort of standing his ground, but like he's like, unless they kind of tell me that it's not going to work like that. And she's like, I don't want to have this conversation. I don't want to have this I'm going to get up and walk away. Girl, this girl is always getting up and walking away. Child, how many minutes they done talked so far? About a good hour. I'm going to give them about a good hour and 10 minutes so far. And we on day 5. Day 5 of marriage, and they probably had an hour and 10 minutes of conversation. But okay, because once again, she's getting up and walking away. The producers are running after her like, what is the problem? Like, do you want to move in the apartment? Like, what is it about the apartment? And she's like, I just love the other girls, and I want to hang out with the girls, and I feel like I'm not getting to hang out with the girls. This is not this is not single at first sight. Okay, but that's just say this is married at first sight, not single at first sight. So sis, you need to pull it together. Because if you want to go hang out with the girls, then go back home with your friends and y'all could go get a hotel room. Y'all could go get where y'all at, Boston? Y'all could go get a whole freaking apartment in Boston. Okay, y'all could do that together, you and your girls. Like this is married at first sight, Alyssa. What part of this are you not getting? Child, it's production trying to explain to her what is going on. The whole point of this is to move in with your spouse. Okay, you know that? That's the whole point of this, Alyssa. Not so that you can, have an apartment and if the girls want to come over, you can just come over. I can't get that. Alyssa, if you just need someplace to stay, just say that. Like, if you homeless, sis, just say that because I have never seen someone so hell-bent on an apartment in my life. I done seen all these people on Married at First Sight decide that they don't want to move in. They go to their house. Zach say that his own house, okay? The other couples that didn't move in, if they did move in together, they went home all the time, okay? Was staying at their own house all the time. And sis, you really, what is up with you in this apartment? You sleeping on the bench? You got a van like Steve? Like, what's going on with you? What is it about this apartment that you just need to be in it? So Chris is over there, just talking and he's explaining stuff and he's doing this and he's doing that, just a little bit of this. You know how I do this and this, okay? She's like, oh my God, look, he's so aggressive. Production was like, he's just making hand movements. I'm laughing with them like, girl, you really reaching. Like, you taking everything you can to just reach. What are you reaching for? If you don't want to be here, if you don't want to be with him, then go the F home. I don't care about you want to move into no apartment. You staying because you staying. I'm showing that I want to be here because I'm staying. No, you're only staying because you're in paradise, like you said, okay? You're in paradise. That's why you're staying. The only reason why you're even entertaining this man this much is because you want to move into the apartment. You want to continue to be on TV. I'm going to need her to get her life together. Because it's giving very much I'm homeless. I'm not going to lie. Production is really not making Chris look good. Okay? I mean, not like good by character. I mean, just not making him look good. He literally just walking around the court looking like sloppy. Got the shirt tucked in. It doesn't look good, okay? I can get Alyssa But sis, beggars can't be choosers. And you begging for a husband. So you can't choose who you begged for, okay? Like, a part of me is just really trying to understand, what happened. Now, I want to be like, maybe he did something. Maybe he said something. Maybe he was doing something to her to really make her feel this way. But it's nothing. Because he said even on the plane, when they was on the plane, she had the producer sit between them. She didn't want to talk to him. When the officiant was trying to, get them to, say I do again, she was just being nasty and cold. She didn't want to get his phone number. So he couldn't have did anything to her for her to be acting this way. You're a child. Sis, you came up here to get married at first sight. You're not happy with what you got. Point blank, period. So if that's the case, then why don't you just leave? If you're not going to give it a shot, if you're not going to give it a chance, why don't you just leave? Send her home. Viviana going on the internet talking about something. You know how hard it is to tear away a spouse when they're legally married? Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Okay? She already said that they're not compatible and it's not going to work. So what are you talking about? How hard it is to tear away a spouse? She don't want to be with him. She don't even want to sit next to him. So make all of this make sense, Dr. Viviana. I'm going to need you to go home. Send her home. Child, send everybody home. So now we get over to Lindsey and Mark. Okay, Lindsey and Mark. I don't want this. Look, Mark landlord / mama. Okay, mother figure is over here wilding. She's like blowing his phone up like nonstop. She calling him. And I'm like, this is a little fishy. It's feeling a little fishy. Like, why she so like all in your business, Mark? Why she so like real attached to you like this? So Katina, Olajuwon, Jasmina, and Michael, they all decide they're gonna go hang out on the beach. Okay, they're gonna be, you know, they close. Okay, you know the melanin bring us together. Okay, we gotta stick together. So they sitting out on the beach and they getting to talking, you know, just to get a feel for how everything's going in their relationship. Olajuwon and Katina asked Jasmina and Michael, like, so did y'all think y'all would connect this fast? Like, do you see why the experts match you? And she's like, yes, we have a lot of similarities. And I was like, y'all do. Y'all do. Okay, y'all both be going there in the brain. Okay, y'all both can't get stuff out the back of y'all heads. Okay, y'all both be on a low-key negative. Okay, y'all do. Y'all do. But when they start going into details, they do have a lot in common. Like how many kids they want, you know, different things about themselves, personalities. And I was like, this is cute. This is the first time I actually seen them talk about the good things about themselves. Because normally it's always somebody trying to get somebody out of somebody's head. I don't care what nobody say. Jasmina's face gives me I don't like him. It doesn't matter what's happening. Her face gives me I don't like Michael. She's talking, but she's looking down. She's not looking interested. Like, y'all keep saying it's Michael who be looking negative. It's definitely her who be looking negative and bothered all the time. Okay, don't let that pretty face fool you to the fact that you can't see that this girl is very uninterested. Olajuwon wants them to know that he likes to push his wife. He really does, like really push her. And he doesn't know how she's going to be able to deal with this forever. She's not going to deal with that forever. You're going to have to pull back. Okay, you're not her father. You're her husband. It's not your job to push her. He tells them that he realized that she was very uncomfortable and he had to slow down because he ain't want to push her to the point where she ain't want to be bothered with him no more. But sir, you was just sitting down talking to her, telling her that that's why you was pushing her so hard. So which one was it? Did you slow down or not? Okay? It's giving very much put on the show. And I'm tired of these people. I'm tired of these people. And I don't know what y'all talking about because Michael literally just said that he understands how Olajuwon is, okay? But he also believes that Olajuwon is someone who could self-correct. So and that he will actually do something to fix it. So what y'all talking about? He always think the negative. He always go for the negative. He just basically came up with a positive outcome. Just saying. Just saying. Y'all know I gotta push y'all buttons a little bit, okay? Because I gotta ride for Michael a little bit. Because Michael don't be doing nothing wrong to me. He really don't. I'm just saying, he really don't. So Mark and Lindsey go to get, you know, a massage, okay? But Mark is a little stressed out because his landlord is calling him about the bed bugs, okay? It's bed bugs in his apartment. I said, ooh, now y'all know them bed bugs is something hard to get away from. I done watched a TV show Infested on bed bugs. They had to sleep outside on the ground in a tent because the bed bugs was taking over. Their massages look very, you know, relaxing. The music in the background was very relaxing. I was here for the massage. I was like, I want a massage. It's Valentine's Day on Monday. Maybe I'll go get me and my husband's a couple's massage, you know, where we could just relax and unwind together. You know, maybe. So we find out that, you know, Mark is really worked up because the landlord, mother figure, okay, sent over a new lease, okay, no cats in the building. And she's like, how dare you do that on our honeymoon? And you know he got 3 cats. I was like, ooh, what's going on with the landlord / mother figure? Why she in her feelings? Is she upset? Is she jealous? Is she, what's going on, mother figure? You upset that your little Mark the shark is going off to go find him a little mommy shark to doop? I'm just wondering. Lindsey is so so mad. She thinks it's so classless, okay? He does not have to go back there. He can pack up his stuff and move in with her. No, Lindsey. Leave the stuff. It has bed bugs. Leave the stuff and he could just come with you. I'm just saying, leave the stuff and get the cats treated, but leave the stuff. Yo, I'm over it. Lindsey being mad at that confessional took me out, okay? Mark is sitting here like, I don't know what's going on, okay? Literally, I just met this woman. I just married this woman. I just had sex with this woman. I got kicked out of my apartment. I got to move in with this woman. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my cats. It's a lot going on for me right now. And I was like, yup, Mark, that daggone Lindsey bring a lot of commotion. Just saying, because you was doing fine before you met her. Now that you met her, it's a lot going on in your life. You done got a new lease and everything. About to get kicked out. Okay, you don't know what you're going to do with your cats. But at least you got Lindsey. You got her. Go ahead and move in with Mama Bear because Mama Bear is very protective, okay? Lindsey already got a plan, y'all. Lindsey was like, on Monday, what you going to do is we're going to go see the apartment because we got to see the apartment, right? You're going to get the stuff that you need. Only the good stuff, though. Don't break everything because you got the bed bugs, right? With the other cat, my cats is at the new apartment, so we're going to take your cats and we're going to figure out what to do with them. But you ain't even got to go back. We're going to take care of the bed bugs. We're going to figure it out. I said, not Lindsey already got the plan in place. And Mark's sitting there like, okay. Okay. I was like, she done stepped up and showed out, okay? She done put she showed Mark what it's like to have a wife, okay? I'm gonna make sure all of this is taken care of. Don't worry about it, honey. I got this. Mark is a typical man, okay? He's not used to having a woman around. It feels weird for someone to actually be stepping in, taking care of him. And you could tell that it means a lot to him. And it's a lot for him to just adjust to because he's used to taking care of people. So I really do like the fact that Lindsey is like stepping in and showing up for him. I love it. And this is what I said earlier. I remember last time I said, I just wish Lindsey could just act the way she talks. Like, she talks a good game. She speaks a lot of how she want to beat it for him. And I just need to see that in her actions. And at this point, she's really showing up in a good way for once. I like it. So, y'all, we back to Alyssa and Chris, okay? Alyssa's downstairs with production because obviously she don't want to do nothing with Chris, okay? Chris goes upstairs, decide he gonna FaceTime his sister. He telling the sister, like, this ain't going good, okay? She got some concerns. She walking out of all the conversations. She don't really want nothing to do with me. Pretty much, okay? She don't want to move an apartment. Like, I don't understand what's this girl problem. He's telling her, like, she just gets very defensive every time I every time I say she's not giving it a chance. But she's not giving it a chance, okay? You got daggone Alyssa downstairs telling production that she's in a very terrible situation and it's uncomfortable and she could be betrayed as a mean or a nasty person. She's sick of crying. She's sick of being positive. She's sick of trying to have a nice day. Sis, when were you positive? When? Give me one day. Give me one day and I'll rock with you. You don't got a day to give me. You don't. Child, she up there talking about something. I'm sick of being a good person and taking a high road when everyone's trying to on me. No one's doing nothing to you but you, Alyssa. No one. You really think that if this man did something to you, production will let this go on? Why do you think that they're pushing this so hard? Because they want you to at least give it a shot. It has nothing to do with anything. Not you being betrayed as a bad person. Maybe they tried to set you up and gave you someone you wasn't attracted to. But you didn't even give the man a chance to see if his personality is worth it. So production is asking her, like, do you want to talk to him? She's like, no, I don't want to talk to him. He's an a-hole. I effing hate him. Hate? What did he do? And we missing something. We gotta be missing something. What did he do? What did he do? Alyssa, what did he do? Somebody come out of the woodworks, write a story, write a paragraph, give us a tweet, an Instagram post. What did he do for you to hate him? Hate. Not dislike, not uncomfortable, not incompatible, but hate him? Child, this is beyond me. She got the nerve to tell someone he's disrespectful, he's rude, he's doing me dirty. When? Because he says you're not trying when you're not trying? When he said you were lying when you were lying? Like when? When was he being rude and disrespectful? How many times have you walked away from him in the middle of a conversation being rude? Okay. She's talking about something. He comes off as this good guy. But guess what? He's a car salesman who sells effing houses. First of all, sis, he's a real estate agent. He's not a car salesman. But you don't know that because you won't talk to him. So go ahead, sis, go off. And this is what it all comes down to. Why does he get to move in an apartment and I don't get to move in an apartment? Girl, this is what it all comes down to, the fact that he gets to move in an apartment and you don't? It's giving homeless. Give her shelter. Give her a shelter. Chris is on the phone just trying to, calm him down. Like, look, she don't even know if she got the person that she wanted because she won't even give it a shot. He like, yeah, but she feel like she's been robbed of the experience. Child, I'm over it. I'm over it. Get her off my screen. Get her off my screen. I can't do Alyssa anymore, okay? And y'all want to know something? I honestly feel like Chris isn't a great guy. I honestly feel like there's a lot to him, okay? When someone calls themselves an a-hole, 9 times out of 10, they are. But Alyssa won't even give him a chance to be the person that she wants to portray him to be so bad because she won't even give it a shot. Because, child, who knows? He probably is everything that you're saying. But we will never get to see that side of him because you're outshadowing his a-holeness. His sister is basically telling him, like, her mom even said that she cries and she flies off the handle and she's being extra and you're the type of guy that she may need to help send to her. We all know that. Her mom knows that. Everybody knows that. This is Alyssa's personality. No matter how hard she want to say, you're trying to make me look some type of way, your own mother said this about you. This is your personality. You're not a nice person. Anyone who's a nice person don't need to tell people that they're a nice person. You want to know why? Because people will tell you that you're a nice person. You won't have to convince them of that. Alyssa, the only time I'm happy here if I'm with one of the girls or I'm sitting by myself. Go home. Go home. Go home. Go home. Go home. Go home. We don't want you here. You can't sit with us. We don't want you here. Go home. Your mom's upset. You're not being portrayed in a good light. And my mom is very upset. Your mom's upset with you. Your mom's upset with you and no one else. She's upset with you, Alyssa, because you're up here acting like a fool. She's upset with you. No one else. And why it doesn't matter if your mom's upset? You're a grown woman. So your mom's mad that she doesn't think you're being a nice person to Chris because you're not. Because you're not. Alyssa, listen to yourself. You sound crazy. You sound crazy. You crazy. Production told her it's married at first sight, not single at first sight. If you're not a couple, then you're done. So if you're not going to be a wife to the husband that we gave you, then you can go home. Go home. No one's holding you here. Go home. His sister tells him, like, listen, she's not even trying to have a conversation with you. I really think you should just cut your losses with him. Just cut your losses with her. Like, let it go, Chris. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. You don't need her. You don't want her. She don't want you. And you don't want nobody who don't want you. Let it go. Stop it. Because you're making yourself look real foolish out here. Real desperate out here. For no reason whatsoever. Alyssa's still outside. She's still outside going off. I don't care what other people feel. About how I feel. And I'm not being dramatic. Yes, you are. You're being very dramatic. Just like your mama said. You're going up there. You're crying. You're flying off the handles. You're doing everything. It's all about you, sis. When it's not all about you. You want somebody to cater to you so bad. Girl, you want to move to that apartment so bad. Shut up. I don't even know why they're entertaining this foolishness. Send her on a plane home. How many times did I say send her home? Send her home. Send her home. Child production told her, listen, you got to decide. You got to decide what you want to do. She said, I guess I'm just going to figure it out, but not today. He said, oh, yeah, but soon. You got to figure it out soon because it's time for you guys to move into an apartment soon. And if you're not going to go through with all of this, then you need to go home. That's basically what they were trying to tell her. Like, sis, I don't know what game you came to play, but we're not playing it with you. Okay? Married at first sight. Not single at first sight. So Chris go to meet with Lindsey and Mark. And Alyssa gets to hang out with her girls, okay? Jasmina and Katina. Child, that's all she wanted to do. Lay up on the sand with the girls. Alyssa is basically, y'all, I'm not about to go into details about this girl lying. She lying. She over there trying to tell Jasmine and Katina that she's been trying. And she's, trying to make this work and trying to, the best that she could and look at it in the most positive way. But no, you're not. And Katina is like, girl, bye. Ain't nobody buying this. Jasmina the whole time ain't got nothing to say. Jasmine, I need you to talk up because you always got a lot to say in these daggone confessionals, but you ain't got nothing to say on this beach. I need you to talk up because at this point, somebody need to call this woman out on her BS. Somebody, anybody, somebody do it. Bring Keisha back. Keisha, can you come on this episode and tell her that she's playing games? Can you tell her to stop playing in our face, Keisha? Chris tells Lindsey and Mark what's going on. And he tells them exactly what's going on. And Lindsey is like, she's full of ish. Exactly. Now, Lindsey, I want you to be that person. The person that we've been telling you not to be all this time. I want you to be that person and tell this daggone girl off because you get it. You understand, okay? But I know Mark told you to calm your nerves, child. But I need you to be that person. Please be that person. Somebody got to do it. And it might as well be you because you already got the bad rap anyway. But I will say, one thing that stood out from Alyssa telling this story is the fact that she said she's not blaming him, but he's blaming her. What are you talking about? You have done nothing but blame him. You said you hate the man for God's sakes. And I will say this. Chris says that maybe she's not attracted to him, but she never said that. Chris, you know what she's trying to say. We're not about to do this. You know what she's trying to say. Just accept it and move on. Okay? She's never told you was handsome because she don't think you handsome. Okay? She's trying to find a better way to say what she want to say so she doesn't come off as a bad person. So instead of saying she's not attracted to you, she doesn't think you're her type, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. She want to go with this, we're not compatible BS. And y'all, it's actually draining at this point. Because, like, there's a whole nother scene coming that I still got to yell about this daggone Alyssa. I'm over her. I'm over it. I do agree with Katina. She knows that she's not attracted to him, but she's not even giving it a shot, and that's the problem. Like, it's nothing wrong with not being attracted to the man. There's nothing wrong with that. You have your preference, but you have to know that coming on Married at First Sight, you may not get your preference. And at this point, you're not even trying to get to know him. Like, you don't know anything about this man to just go off on a tangent about how you hate him and you don't like him, you don't want to be around him, he's disgusting, he's mean, and all these other things. Mark and Lindsey out there flying a kite, and she just talking about how he's the best husband in the whole wide world, and he having the best time with that kite, okay? So Jasmina and Michael are now, you know, at the little waterfall or whatever. I think it's like the same one that Noi and Steve went to. The same one that Noi and Steve went to. And, you know, they got somebody done carved their initials in there, whatever. And they sitting down. Their vibe is so awkward, okay? I feel like she's so uninterested in Michael that no matter what he does, she's just not here for it 100%. And I know they had like some arguments or whatever you want to call them, back and forth with each other. But like, sis, you got to just let it go. Get all that out your head about what them sisters said and try to enjoy Michael. Try. He like, you want to carve your name into this? And she just sitting there like, no. Oh, I don't know if it would work. If, like, girl, like, what else y'all got to do? What else y'all got to do? Jasmina is still holding on to the argument that they had, and I guess the way that he talked to her. She said the mood is off. It's because, like, you know, it's a lot of things that they have already been through, and it's hard to shake it. But, girl, it's been 5 days. It's been 5 days. You got a couple more weeks to go. I'm going to need you to let it go. You gotta let it go. You're holding on to the negative. You were so worried about him being the one negative and this, that, and the other. What happened to your positive attitude? What happened to I always take the positive of things? What happened to I see the glass half full instead of half empty? Because right now, you're doing the opposite of everything that you said you was when y'all was sitting there having that conversation about how he always finds the negative in things. You're doing exactly that. Michael's telling us his story about how he got beat up at 6 years old. Y'all don't even know how we got to this conversation, but the boy got beat up at 6 years old. And I think it's cute to have a little icebreaker, something to laugh at, because it was funny. And, like, you know, she was like, are you okay? And he was like, you know, I still got a little bit of trauma from it. You could give me a hug or whatever. So she gave him a cute little hug. And then there's this, like, awkward moment of silence. And I'm like, yo, this was the perfect time to, you know, Get into it. But you could just tell, like, I don't see it happening. I feel like at this point, they're both forcing it. He does try to carve their initials into it. It don't quite work out. But either way, it was cute. It was fun. And I just want them to just open up and have fun with each other. Like y'all in Puerto Rico. They go get in the water, and I'm not going to hold you. I would definitely be like Jasmine, and like, this water is cold. The water looks ice cold, okay? But Michael got a little body on him, y'all. I'm not going to hold you. I was looking at it like, okay. And then they start to have a little bit of fun. And I'm happy that they finally just look like they enjoy each other a little bit, okay? Because she still look like she not really fully invested. So now all the couples about to go have dinner, okay? Lindsey said that she feel a little stressed, okay, because she feel like she being put in an unpredictable environment. I said, girl, you are, okay? I wonder if Jasmine is feeling the same way that she felt earlier when she said, I can't assume that it's going to be drama. Child, every time y'all get together, I'm assuming it's going to be drama, okay? I'm going to just assume that. And if it ain't no drama, I'm going to be surprised, okay? I'm going in really negative on this. From here on out. Literally, from here on out. They all start talking, and they're like, if we had to guess which couple would have kids first, which couple would it be? Everybody's like, Noi and Steve. And I was like, yeah. Because y'all know they be getting it in. They don't want to tell us, but we know. They start talking about how many kids they want. Okay, Noi is making it very clear that she wants 3 kids. But Steve don't want to commit to 3 kids because Steve don't want to get a job. Chris tells us that he never really wanted kids, okay? But as he got older and he finally started getting stable and he started, you know, being in a good mental space, he decided, like, it's time to have a family. Alyssa, but you don't know this, though, because you won't give him a chance. You're just going off what everyone else says except for what he says. Okay. Mark the Shock decides that he gonna ask them if they had any bumps or anything in their marriage that they had to work through. Mark, y'all got married at first sight. Everybody done had something that y'all had to work through. You just sat up there and talked to all the men about the problems that they had to work through. Don't do this. Don't do this. Michael's sitting there trying to explain everything about how him and Jasmine have been having conversations about communication. And he's, you know, she's really looking just so sad, okay? Katina jumps in and she's like, you know, telling like self-awareness is the key. You know, you got to figure it out. And Alyssa's over here agreeing with her like she's doing the communicating. Alyssa, shut up. You don't get the right to say yes, no, maybe so to nothing. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Just shut up. Olajuwon finally realized that he can't keep pushing his wife. Boy, I feel like why we got to keep having these conversations that we should already just know in general. But okay. But y'all, they just had to get around to Chris and daggone Alyssa about communication. There is none. That's all they should have said. There is no communication. But y'all know we just can't have a regular conversation on the Married at First Sight. Because now it's about to all unfold and unpack. And what I want to say is, Chris, keep your foot on her neck. Keep your foot on her neck. Do not let her get over on you, okay? Do not let her sit up there and try to tell these people anything other than what it is. Chris like, well, I could tell y'all, we not in the same place as y'all. I mean, we definitely had our bumps. And then Alyssa talking about something, we're taking it day by day. No, sis, we're not. Stop lying. She's a liar. When Chris called her a liar, and she's literally proving to us that she's a liar. He wants her to say out loud on camera that they are done. He is tired of playing these back and forth games with her. And that's why I was like, keep your foot on her neck. Do not let her go and tell you that y'all need to have a private conversation. No, I'm tired of this because every time y'all go have a private conversation, you get to try to spin a narrative and say all these things about him. No, keep it out on the floor. Put it out there, Alyssa. Put it out there. You don't want to be portrayed a certain way. Then speak your truth and stand in it. Noi like, so, you know, everybody moving in together. So I'm just curious what your plans are. Do y'all know that this girl got the nerve to sit up here and talk about that she want to go half 1 week? She want him to stay in the apartment half, and she going to stay in the apartment the other half. And I'm like, that's not how marriage works. You don't get to pick halves and halves, okay? You won. You're whole. What are you talking about? You want to do half this time, and she going to do half this time so you can still get to hang with the girls. What's wrong with her? What's wrong with her? Chris called her out. We never talked about this. I don't even know what this plan is. When she's sitting there trying to tell them that they shouldn't be able to not participate because they both sitting there, everybody looking at this girl like she's delusional. She is all the way delusional. What are you talking about, Alyssa? What are you talking about? Only person this makes sense to is Alyssa. Alyssa wants to say that she's trying or she would have been left. No, sis, you would not have been left. Because when they ask you how many times you want to leave, you keep stringing along. I'm trying. You're not trying. Chris is like, I didn't come here for y'all. I love y'all dearly. Didn't come here for y'all. Came here to find a wife. She don't want to be my wife. Ain't no point in me being here. I'm not about to go share half of an apartment for 4 weeks and she get it the other 4. I'm a grown man. I got my own house. I don't need this. That's all I understand. Alyssa, is you homeless? Do you need somewhere to live? Give her a shelter. Give her a shelter. He tries to give her even He literally gives her a chance to say she's 1% in. He said, I'm either all in or I'm all out. And if you are at least 1% in, then I'm all in. But you won't even give him 1%. Sis couldn't even say 1%. She want to have this conversation in private. And everybody's like, we're going to respect that. No, keep your foot on her neck. Okay, don't respect that. Let that girl sit up there and show y'all how she been treating this man the whole time. Don't let her get to go have this conversation in private. Chris said, we not adult parents. Like, we not adopting kids. Like, what are you talking about? Like, we pick weekends to spend time with our friends. Like, no. I don't know what world she live in. Me either, Chris. Me either. Chris said, at this point, I just believe she want to finish this process so she can live in an apartment building. Child, just let her live in an apartment building. Like, Chris, go ahead, go home to your house, child. Let her have that apartment building and the girls, because we don't got time for Alyssa and her dramatics, y'all. I'm tired of yelling at this girl. But yet, this is a whole nother scene that I'm going to have to yell at her. What's wrong with them? I will tell you this. None of these couples is buying anything that Alyssa is trying to sell. She's sitting at this table crying. She's doing all this dramatics. She want to leave. She don't want to talk about this, and they trying to give her space or whatever. They're not buying it. It doesn't matter what she does, what she says. They all in the confessional like she's crazy. She's not trying, and we all know this. But we gonna let her have it. Go off, sis. Go off. Alyssa even tries to get snappy with Lindsey. Like, don't do that, Lindsey. Lindsey was like, I ain't even doing nothing. And I was like, Lindsey, go off, sis, go off. But Lindsey ain't want to go off, okay? Because Marcus Shark told her, reel it in, sis, reel it in. And I was like, good for you, Alyssa. I was like, good for you, Lindsey, listening to your husband or whatever. But I just needed you not to listen to him for this one time, sis. I was dependent on you. Out of all of them, I was depending on you. But, she got to behave. She got to grow and she got to learn. Every fight ain't her fight. And I'm glad that she picked this time not to fight with him. But I just wanted to say, girl, if Olajuwon would have done that, would you have kept that same energy that you keeping with Alyssa? Okay, just wondering. Olajuwon in a confessional, I really love the fact that Chris was putting his heart on the sleeve, and I'm just trying to get Alyssa to listen. Listen. Stop looking with your eyes and listen to what he's saying. You want love, and this man is basically trying to give you that, but you don't want to get it because you're so busy looking at him instead of trying to get to know him and understand him and feel him. You want to just look at him. Understandable. You want something that you can look at. But you could get past that. You never know. His spirit might be so beautiful, you don't see anything else. Looks fade. What's in the inside, Alyssa? But girl, you ain't ready for that conversation yet. You're not ready for that conversation yet. I just want to know, honestly, y'all, how long they was out there. When they first sat down, was broad daylight, sun shining, birds flying. And now, y'all, at the end of this dinner, it is pitch dark, black outside. They had the ring lights on so that we could see the people. Child, how long was they at the dinner? How long was they at the dinner, okay? Now, Alyssa and Chris still got some talking to do. Y'all, I'm tired of talking about them. It's the same thing, back and forth, okay? We get it. Alyssa, go home. I'm not going into this conversation about Chris still trying to get you to put in just a little bit. There's no little bit. She doesn't want to give you a little bit. Let it go, Chris. It's a loss. Take your L and walk away. Let it go. Don't chase after this girl. Don't make her feel any more special than she already is. Don't make her feel any more special than she already does. She's not it. Sis, you're not it. And I'm not about to keep spending my time talking about this girl who ain't it, okay? Like, I'm over her. I'm over this. Send her home. Dr. Viviana, Pastor Cal, Dr. Pepper, what are y'all doing at this point? Because y'all talking about interfering, watching them closely. We don't need y'all to watch them closely. Get in there and do some experting for these people. Counsel these people. Get them some therapy. Explain to Alyssa why this process is important. Don't wait for them to get home. All this is happening right now. I know you guys are not in Puerto Rico. The FaceTime, the laptop, all of that y'all could get through. Somebody need to talk to her. Somebody need to talk to her, okay? Because obviously she don't get it. She don't get it. And y'all gonna let Chris go up there and he's still sitting up there just looking desperate. It's actually pathetic how desperate he's looking. You willing to take 1%? What? No, Chris. Ain't no 1%. We don't take 1%. She's not even worth 1%. She not no baddie. She's basic. She's regular at best. Okay? You don't gotta settle for that. Settle for 1%. Let her move into that little dingy apartment that they want to put her up in because that's where she want to be so bad, okay? And you go ahead and you go back to your house. You go sell some houses or whatever. You don't need this. You don't need this. And y'all, that's just that. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing no more this episode. I can't do it no more. Because I've been doing this, literally, y'all. I've been trying to do, I tried a new way of doing this daggone review, okay? I'm watching it on my laptop, and I'm cutting, and I'm stopping, and I'm recording, and then I'm watching some more, and I'm recording. But I can't watch no more of this. I just can't. And I'm not going to. I already said what I had to say. Y'all get the gist of it. Send her home. Send her home. Let Chris go do his thing. Y'all like this video. Y'all leave y'all comments down below. Y'all subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'm going to see y'all later. Because I got to go because I'm hot and I'm agitated and I'm getting a headache. Because she about to drive me to drink and I got wine in there that I need to go drink. And that's just that on that. Peace.